Welcome to the third edition of RPG Maker Spotlight, everybody. I'm your host, Nick Hogan, and I'm once again so excited to show you guys what the RPG making community has been cooking up. From surreal thrills to classic dungeon crawlers, the RPG Maker series has always been the backbone of artistic creativity from developers of all types of backgrounds. So getting to highlight even just a few feels like an immense privilege to me. What you just saw was the announcement of a brand new game being developed by MABAM Studios. In Worldly Psychosis, you play as the protagonist, as you live out your day-to-day life. After waking up from a mysterious dream and running late for school, you realize that the life that you live isn't one that you're truly happy about. You realize that you want more. The next day, it turns out that the wishes of your entire town have been fulfilled. Everyone is happy and gets to have whatever their hearts desire. But you know that something is still wrong. A mysterious figure tells you that you have 1 week to fix the damage done to your town, or else it'll be game over for the entire world. Made by the creators of Patchface, Requiem, and Horrorville, Worldly Psychosis promises to be a surreal take on the classic RPG formula, with an edgy twist and incredible style. Worldly Psychosis is coming soon. Without further ado, let's take a look at some of the other games that are being cooked up in the RPG Maker sphere. Let's do it! A retro 8-bit quest summons thee. Embark on adventure with your friend and travel the world. Meet new allies and together vanquish several fearsome foes. Whether it's helping a struggling family, saving a desperate town, or stopping a seedy organization? Say what? With a sword in hand, will you have the courage to do the right thing and become the hero, or will you succumb to the bloody hands of fate? With in-game artwork heavily inspired by classic RPGs of the 80s and 90s era, and old-school turn-based battles with nostalgic isometric view, this adventure promises to be a throwback for people who grew up with the classics, or anyone looking for new challenge. With music and sound effects composed by Bruno Retro Asobi Moraes, get ready to be drenched with 8-bit charm and challenge. Legend of the Scalaris will be available digitally on PC. The beta playtest demo is out now on itch.io. Saving the world needs to wait a few decades. Get ready to step into the sci-fi-inspired world of Paradise Delta, an adult humor retro RPG that harkens back to that awkward period of emergent technology between the SNES and PlayStation era. This futuristic coming-of-age tale tells the story of a company called Anadin, and attempts to build an entertainment and vacation paradise in the unique dimension of Anatolia. Many years after Anadin runs out of money and the project is shut down, many people still find themselves trapped in what was once a utopia. Our heroes are largely resigned to their new way of life, and they can do. But what can shake up these slackers and remind them of what's at stake? In a world where all seems lost and was once thought of as paradise, you and your friends need to discover the purpose that you're meant to fulfill, and it's not going to be easy. Paradise Delta is coming soon to itch.io. Enjoy the pleasures of the afterlife. Made over the span of 2 weeks as an academic project and presented at the University of Alberta, also featured as a submission for the RPG Maker 2025 Game Jam, Winky's Vacation goes beyond expectations by challenging conventional approaches to sound design in the indie game space. This game features innovative and unprecedented approaches to sound design for RPG Maker, including a custom-designed musical sequencer made entirely using the engine's built-in scripting system that responds dynamically to in-game events. Almost all of the audio in-game was produced via modular synthesis, including realistic soundscapes and comedic sound effects, with a sprinkle of silly samples and pop culture references. Inspired by the avant-garde works such as Petscop and RPG Maker Classic Lisa, experience a bite-sized yet surreal adventure with a hidden narrative and secrets to discover. If you want to see Winky for yourself and try out this surreal masterpiece, be sure to download Winky's Vacation off of itch.io today. It's completely free. Conquer yourself. A wandering soul finds themselves lost in an eerie dreamscape filled with familiar yet discomforting wonders. Can they come back to reality, or are they doomed into torment by the creature's wandering galleries, theaters, and gardens? A sprawling world of nostalgia that seems a bit too dark, abandoned, and almost inhuman. Our protagonist isn't alone. Defying all logic, their younger self also finds themselves wandering the facilities. But not everyone should trust themselves, for this mirror image poses as no friend. Tripping up our hero begs the question, if there is another self, could there be many more? A supposed goddess guides our lost lamb and promises an escape, in an exchange for becoming her vessel. Her memories are gone, powers extinguished. In spite of that, she can offer some of encouragement navigating her ruined land. Just don't ask her about her wedding, and you might find something just as new to uncover, and perhaps understand the reason behind the lost soul's being, lest you too become lost between the line of fantasy and reality. Psychic's Fuse will be a 3-part saga, with Part 1, LCD, launching as an early access title in late 2025, and wishlist the game too. X marks the spot. Square Trial and Error is a puzzle platform game with trial and error mechanics. As the player, you're tasked with completing 20 levels that have different rule sets in each level, with no hint or indication on how to complete it. Each level requires careful observation and understanding of each level's mechanics to complete. The only way the player can achieve this is through trial and error on each course. This 8-bit inspired game has several features, including Refill Town Square. The residents of Town Square have all gone missing. Complete levels and challenges to repopulate the square. Solve the Glitch Zone mystery. There's a legend of a place known only as the Glitch Zone. What is this mysterious place? Can you find all the pieces and find your way to this mysterious world? Find buried treasure. X marks the spot. Get your shovel and start digging. Bonus stages. Extra stages and more secrets are to be found. Square Trial and Error is available on itch.io. After one too many puffs, our protagonist finds himself lost in a dreamlike realm, reliving fragments of his past and confronting the traumas and regrets that haunt him. Each day, the player is faced with a choice. Will they encourage the protagonist to confront and accept his traumas, or will they let him dwell on the past? The fate of the game hangs in the balance, as the player's decisions shape the narrative and ultimately determine the ending. Spanning 7 days, each with its own distinct theme, 7 Days is a deeply personal and emotional journey. The art, music, character designs, programming, and more are done by the developer, Daver the Dave. While currently in development, 7 Days is available August 30th, 2025, with a free demo and optional soundtrack. How's it going so far? I hope you're enjoying all the games we've shown so far. We're about halfway through the Spotlight. During this time, I wanted to take a moment to mention that the RPG Maker Spotlight entries are over our official Discord server. Check the submission rules channel there, and submit your entries to me via DM. Our next edition of the RPG Maker Spotlight is currently planned to be the final one, set for the fall of 2025. But that doesn't mean that we don't have space to feature as many games as possible. Anyways, let's get back to the show, and see some other of the great games that are cooking up. Who's hungry? Time to get ready for a Zelda-like action-adventure, where you play as a little hero with a big appetite. With your ability to swallow surrounding objects to shoot at your foes, have you got what it takes to defeat the demon chef and save the culinary world, spanning from the lush vegetable forests to the lofty cotton candy clouds? Delve into puzzling dungeons, battle monsters, and conquer mighty bosses. Grow stronger as you learn new skills and augment your abilities by equipping accessories. Discover treasures, upgrades, and secrets hidden throughout the land. But will your ever-growing hunger ever be satisfied? Or will it lead you down a path that's more than you can chew? Choose attributes to upgrade, and find unique accessories to augment your abilities. Buffet Night has a variety of features to enjoy, such as the delicious single-player action-adventure with charming pixel art and a catchy soundtrack. The game also has multiple endings to discover. Buffet Night, the decadent full course, is available now on Steam, with a free demo to try out as well. The sun sets, and the moon falls. After a bloody coup that results in the deaths of the Queen and the King, the royal heirs Lunera and Darren narrowly escape, and are forced into hiding. 3 years later, the siblings, along with their bodyguard Estelle, and enigmatic canine companion Spark, are pulled back into a struggle only to learn of a more insidious evil threatening the entire world as they know it. Moonfell, The Tides of Ether, is mechanically modeled after the Famicom-era Final Fantasy games, but with influences from Lufia 2 and a few other Golden-era RPGs. Each main character has a special field skill, which can be used to interact with the environment or to stun map enemies, which is useful for avoiding encounters or setting up a surprise attack. Puzzles and secrets are abound, rewarding exploration and curiosity while granting the freedom to avoid most unwanted combat in doing so. Moonfell, The Tides of Ether is coming soon to itch.io and Steam. Be sure to wishlist it today. Don't be fooled so easily. In this RPG set in the medieval Renaissance era of the 1530s, you are a being named Phantom Scott, who, after a turn of events in his childhood, vows to destroy the world he's created. It's up to you to decide which path to take for him. This game is an expanded version of a prototype build released in November of 2022. It is not required to have played the original prototype version to enjoy this one. The game features original art and an original soundtrack, a virtual pet menu where the player can take care of Phantom, but be sure to check the menu throughout your journey, as each of its 2 meters reaching 0 can lead to big consequences. The game has up to 6 different endings. The choices you make and how much you collect determines what lies at the end of each route. The full game promises up to 20 to 30 hours of gameplay, where each main route will take you to about 5 hours to complete. Crimson Snow Deluxe version and the Crimson Snow Deluxe version demo are both available for free on Steam. Enter a beautifully crafted world. In a world where the abyss is finally quieted, the scars of war still linger, and for those left behind, the search for peace and purpose has only just begun. Tales from Zilmarik is a story-rich RPG, blending deep strategy and personal discovery. Every character has a path, every weapon has a purpose. Dual-wield blades, unleash elemental magic, or even charge into battle with 2 shields. It's your fight to shape. Combat is fast, flexible, and layered with choices. Every class brings unique effects to the battlefield, from burning flames to freezing winds, making each encounter feel fresh and impactful. As you journey across the world of Aelin, you'll meet a cast of evolving characters, each with dreams, doubts, and decisions that ripple through the story. Allies, enemies, and everyone in between. Tales from Zilmarik is available now on Steam. Be part of the Chronicles. In Leyline Chronicles, the story revolves around the ley lines, mystical streams of energy that connect all life and everything in existence, along with the powers inherent within them. The story follows 3 protagonists. What unites them is that during a traumatic experience, they develop supernatural abilities and discover that they belong to a specific group of people called ley sensitives. These individuals share a unique connection to the ley lines, which grants them immense powers. They gradually learn more about themselves, find others with the same connection, and uncover a dark secret from the past that threatens not only their own world, but everything in existence. Leyline Chronicles is a classic character-driven JRPG, featuring all the typical genre mechanics such as exploration, character development, skill progression, and equipping the group. The unique aspect lies in the turn-based tactical combat system, which is based off of chain combos. Players can link different basic skills of a character together to trigger various additional effects. Leyline Chronicles is available now on Steam and itch.io. But that's not all. A sequel, Leyline Chronicles 2, is currently planned for a 2026 release date as well. As a successor to the original installment, Leyline Chronicles 2 brings the epic journey of the Ley Sensitives, led by Lambert and Maeve, to its dramatic conclusion. This time, the stakes are higher than ever. Not just one world, but all worlds connected through the ley lines hang in the balance. Join the group on a multi-world spanning adventure that ties together fate, legacy, and power in the second chapter of the Leyline Chronicles saga. A Kickstarter for the game is planned to launch soon, so be sure to check it out so you can be notified on launch. Welcome to the Stare-and-Air region. Welcome to Stare-and-Air. You're the new kid in town. Making friends? Not so easy, but when fate comes knocking, you and your newfound crew are pulled into a world-spanning adventure. one that might decide the future of not just Earth, but all of existence. Paradox is a modern JRPG where ancient legends collide with everyday life. Long ago, the planet Gaia split into two, dividing itself into two dimensions. Now, mysterious Gaian stones, relics of that lost world, have begun to glow once more, and if their power isn't stopped, the barrier between worlds may shatter forever. Join Dustin, Jacob, Amy, and more as you travel across Starinair to uncover ancient secrets, explore eerie dungeons, and battle the darkness through turn-based combat with a team of close-knit friends. Wield the legendary Gaian sword, punch through danger, heal your party with heart and precision. Every ally brings something new to the table, both in battle and in the story. With colorful characters, thrilling exploration, and a mix of fun, mystery, and heart, Paradox is sure to be a quirky and vast adventure filled with heart, comedy, and friendship. Download the free prologue demo now on itch.io. The full game is coming to Steam and itch.io soon. So how is everybody enjoying the spotlight? Thank you guys so much for watching this far. We're almost at the end. I know that plenty of you have ideas on games you want to make, but don't know where to start. That's where I highly recommend trying out RPG Maker as your first game development tool, because it really is the key to getting your ideas out there. I hope the games we showed today reflect that no matter the skill level, no matter the experience, RPG Maker is an engine for everybody, and we're a tight-knit community that prides itself on giving voices to developers of all ages. Now, before our final announcement, let's check out a sizzle reel of games both shown in today's presentation and beyond, all created using various versions of RPG Maker. Take it away. Well, it's hard to believe we're at the end of the spotlight already. I can't thank everyone for their support of this presentation, as well as their continued work creating so many different games in RPG Maker enough. It's you guys that make me so excited and proud to put this presentation together. I feel like I'm forgetting something though. I'm not quite sure what.